Hi everyone, music blogger Arjan writes here, and I was thrilled that this week we finally premiered the very first episodes of the Pop Chop Minute with Arjan Writes on cherry3records.com. We had a lot of fun putting together these interviews. The first one we recorded was also the first episode that aired, which was my interview with Taylor Momsen of The Pretty Reckless. I was so impressed with her. She's not only a very talented actress on Gossip Girl, but she's also a very, very talented singer and songwriter. I saw her perform an acoustic session at the Cherry Tree House, and she was I was very impressed by her. She's very talented, and she was lovely to interview as well. And then the second person that I interviewed was Jared Evan. I met him an hour after I met Taylor. We actually were sitting on the same couch, and I've been blogging about Jared quite a bit. I think he's a very talented guy as well, bringing a very unique perspective to the pop scene by combining classic rock with hip-hop and pop music. And so what I like about that Pop Chop Minute with Jared Evan is that I think you really get a good sense of what kind of artist he is and what drives him. Even though that, it's only a minute long, I think you do get a real good sense of him. And then the next artist that I met was actually La Rue, and I met them at their Hollywood hotel room the Friday before Grammy Sunday. So at that point we didn't know that they were going to win the Grammy for Best Electronic Album, but we had something to celebrate. Part of their Cherry Tree Records and their Interscope family was there, and also their management was there because they received a platinum plaque for selling 2 million copies of Bulletproof here in the US. And they also just received a plaque for selling lots of copies of their debut album In For The Kill over in the UK. So we had something to celebrate. And what I like about that interview is that they tell fans a little bit about some of the new music that they're working on. And I know that a lot of you were waiting to hear about that. And so from Hollywood that evening, we drove over to see Rai Rai in the studio. She was recording there with the very talented producer Bangladesh. And Rai Rai is signed to MIA's label, and she's currently working on her debut album. So we pulled her out of a recording session. She just took a quick break to talk with us. And what I like about that interview is that we actually recorded that in the vocal booth. So you get a real sense of like the recording process that's going on. And she's also in the middle of her creative process. And I think you really get a good vibe of that in the interview. So I really like her. She's really spunky. She's really fun, but she has a real focus on who she is as an artist. So I enjoyed interviewing her. So we had a lot of fun recording these interviews, and there will be a lot more coming. First stop is South by Southwest, where we are going to record a lot more Pop Chop Minutes. So stay tuned to cherry3records.com and arjanwrites.com for all of the latest.